Everybody is looking for the secrets of ancient civilizations, but what if they vanished, without a trace? The jungle whispers, its dense foliage concealing the remnants of a forgotten world. What if I told you that sand blows through silent ruins, erasing the footprints of those who once walked these streets? Deep beneath the ocean waves, secrets sleep, undisturbed for centuries, waiting to be uncovered. History is full of stories of once great civilizations that have vanished, leaving behind only tantalizing clues. Let's start with the Maya. These guys were impressive. They flourished in the rainforests of Central America for over 2,000 years, building sprawling cities and developing a sophisticated system of writing. They were also incredible mathematicians and astronomers. I mean, have you seen their calendar? Talk about complex. The Maya predicted eclipses with crazy accuracy. They tracked the movements of the stars and planets, and they even developed a concept of zero way before those Europeans were even close. These people were brilliant. But then, something happened. Between the 9th and 10th centuries, the Mayan civilization went into decline. Cities were abandoned. Monuments were left to crumble. It was like someone hit the off switch on a thriving culture. What happened to the Maya? Well, there are a few theories. Some believe they were wiped out by disease. Others think they may have succumbed to a changing climate. Drought could have devastated their crops and led to widespread famine. Still, others believe internal strife and warfare may have played a role. Imagine towering pyramids rising above the rainforest canopy. That was the reality for the Maya. They were masters of architecture, building elaborate cities with palaces, temples, and ball courts. Can you imagine playing a game in one of those ancient ball courts? They were huge, and the games themselves were pretty intense. They didn't just build big though. The Maya were also incredibly skilled artists and craftsmen. Their intricate carvings and sculptures depicted everything from their rulers and deities to scenes from daily life. They also developed a system of hieroglyphic writing which we're still deciphering today. Imagine the stories those glyphs could tell if they could talk. The Maya were deeply connected to nature. They believed in a delicate balance between the human world and the spiritual realm. Their cities were often built in harmony with the surrounding environment, incorporating natural features like caves and cenotes, sinkholes into their sacred spaces. They were truly a remarkable civilization. The Maya, did nature sound the death knell? Now back to the mystery of their disappearance. The Maya civilization, once thriving and advanced, suddenly faced a dramatic decline. While there's no single answer, many experts believe that a combination of factors led to the Maya's decline. It wasn't just one event, but a series of unfortunate circumstances. One leading theory is that a prolonged drought may have played a significant role. This wasn't just any drought, but a mega drought that lasted for years, even decades. Remember how I mentioned they were connected to nature? Their entire way of life depended on the natural world around them. Well, if nature decides to throw you a curveball in the form of a mega drought, things can get rough pretty quickly. Imagine the stress and uncertainty that would bring. Imagine crops failing year after year, water sources drying up, people going hungry. It wouldn't be pretty. The very foundation of their society would be shaken, and it could definitely lead to unrest, conflict, and even societal collapse. People would start to question their leaders, their gods, and their future. Of course, drought wouldn't have been the only factor. It was a perfect storm of challenges. Overpopulation, deforestation, and warfare may have also contributed to the Maya's downfall. Their cities grew too large, their resources too strained. The Maya didn't completely disappear though. Their legacy lives on. Their descendants still live in Central America today, keeping their cultural traditions alive. They are a testament to the resilience of their people, and the ruins of their once great cities continue to captivate and intrigue us. These ancient structures tell a story of a people who once mastered their environment. The Maya remind us that even the most advanced civilizations are vulnerable to the forces of nature and the consequences of our own actions. Their story is a cautionary tale for us all. The cliffhanger people masters of the Mesa Verde. Now let's travel north to the American Southwest, where another civilization thrived for centuries, the Ancestral Puebloans. These folks were the original cliff dwellers. They carved their homes into the sides of mesas, creating some of the most unique and breathtaking architecture in the world. Seriously, have you seen pictures of Mesa Verde? It's like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. The ancestral Puebloans were masters of their environment. They farmed the dry landscape, built intricate irrigation systems, and created pottery that's still prized today. They were also deeply spiritual people, leaving behind petroglyphs and rock art that offer glimpses into their beliefs and rituals. They were like the artists of the ancient world, leaving their mark on the landscape for us to find centuries later. But then, around the late 13th century, they vanished. They abandoned their cliff dwellings and seemingly disappeared into thin air. So, where did they go? And why did they leave their elaborate homes behind? It's a mystery that continues to puzzle archaeologists today. The ancestral Puebloans, where did they go? Imagine packing up your entire life and moving not just down the street but to an entirely different region. That's what the ancestral Puebloans did. They left their cliff dwellings and migrated south, east, and west, eventually integrating with other cultures. But what prompted this mass exodus? Well, remember that whole drought thing that might have done in the Maya? Yeah, that might have been a factor here too. The late 13th century was a time of significant climate change in the southwest. A severe drought lasting for decades gripped the region. Crops failed, water sources dwindled, and the ancestral Puebloans were forced to find a more hospitable place to live. Of course, it wasn't just about the weather. Like any civilization, the ancestral Puebloans had their share of internal conflicts and social pressures. Drought may have exacerbated these tensions, leading to instability and ultimately migration. But the exact reasons for their departure remain a subject of debate and ongoing research. Aegean enigma, the rise and fall of the Minoans. Let's sail across the ocean now to the island of Crete, where we encounter another enigmatic civilization, the Minoans. This island, bathed in the azure waters of the Mediterranean, was home to a people whose influence stretched far and wide. Named after their mythical king Minos, you might have heard of his little pet project, the Labyrinth. These guys were the maritime masters of their time. Their legend intertwined with myth, creating a rich tapestry of history and folklore. They built a powerful seafaring empire, trading with their neighbors across the Mediterranean. Their ships were the lifeblood of their economy, connecting them with distant lands and cultures. They were the FedEx of the ancient world, except with boats and probably a lot more olive oil. Their trade networks were vast, dealing in goods like pottery, saffron, and precious metals. The Minoans were also known for their vibrant culture. Their artisans created stunning works of art that have stood the test of time. They loved art, music, and dance. Festivals and celebrations were a significant part of their social life, bringing communities together in joy and harmony. They built elaborate palaces adorned with colorful frescoes. These palaces were not just homes for royalty but also centers of administration and culture. And they even had indoor plumbing. This advanced infrastructure was a testament to their ingenuity and forward thinking. These guys knew how to live it up. Banquets, feasts, and luxurious living were part of their daily life, reflecting their prosperity and love for the finer things. But then, around 1450 BCE, their civilization went into rapid decline. Their palaces were destroyed. Their cities were abandoned. It was as if the lights went out on this once thriving society, and their once great empire crumbled. The reasons behind this sudden collapse have puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. What happened to the Minoans? Was it war, natural disaster, or something else entirely? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Researchers have been piecing together clues, trying to solve this ancient mystery. You see, there was a massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, now Santorini. This event was so powerful that it reshaped the landscape and had far-reaching consequences. And we're not talking about your average run-of-the-mill volcanic eruption. This was a cataclysmic event, one of the largest eruptions in human history. The skies darkened, the seas roiled, and the very earth trembled. This was a cataclysmic event, one of the largest eruptions in human history. Talk about bad timing. The Minoans, despite their advancements and resilience, could not withstand the fury of nature. Their story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of even the most powerful civilizations. As we draw our journey to a close, we reflect on the echoes of the past. The vanishing of these ancient civilizations remains one of history's greatest mysteries. While many theories abound, from natural disasters to societal collapse, the true reasons may never be fully understood. But what can we learn from these lost worlds? These civilizations, despite their ultimate fates, achieved remarkable feats. They built magnificent cities, developed intricate social structures, and left behind cultural legacies that continue to captivate our imaginations. The ruins of their greatness now lie silent, yet they speak volumes. They remind us of the fragility and resilience of human societies. In the ruins of Tikal, the pyramids of Egypt, the palaces of Crete, and the cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde, we find lessons for our own time. We learn about the importance of sustainable living, the need to adapt to changing environments, and the value of community and culture. As we navigate our modern world, these ancient echoes call out to us, urging us to cherish the delicate balance of our own civilization. In the end, while the true reasons behind their disappearances may remain shrouded in mystery, their stories continue to inspire us, reminding us that even in the face of great challenges, human spirit and ingenuity can endure. So, as we close this chapter on lost cities and vanished empires, we carry with us the lessons of the past, ever mindful of the delicate threads that weave our own story. Until next time, let's keep exploring, questioning, and learning from the echoes of history. Pause 3S. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations of our world's hidden histories. Until then, stay curious and keep uncovering the mysteries of the past.